How do you resolve conflicts in the workplace? That's exactly what I'm going to discuss in today's video. I'm going to show you what you can do as an individual to resolve or to manage conflict situations at work. So keep watching as we talk about this in today's video. Hello, if you haven't met me before, my name is Oyinka Akimade. I'm a speaker and a workplace coach. So I help individuals demonstrate confidence and effectively communicate at work. I also created an online confidence course for professionals. So if you're looking for actionable steps that would elevate your game so that you're seen as competent and confident and credible, then check it out. I would leave the link in the description below. So in today's video, I'm talking about conflict resolutions, and I'm specifically focusing on what you can do as an individual to resolve situations that you find yourself in. The first thing I want to tell you is to expect conflicts. Conflicts is normal. It happens in every situation. Home, play. So why would you think it wouldn't happen at work? You would. So don't see conflict as something to avoid. Be prepared to manage it when those situations arise. Because no matter how good your intentions are, there will be situations that you would get wrong, and there will be situations that other people would get wrong, and it will lead to a conflict, and you will need to resolve those situations. In fact, don't see conflict as a negative thing per se. You want to see conflicts as a way to further improve the communication, to further improve the relationship within a team or within an organization, so that when you know the causes of whatever the conflict, whatever the causes are, then you're able to improve and better manage the situations going forward. So expect conflicts. They're part of life. There's nothing wrong with them. It's leaving them unresolved that becomes a problem. That leads me to the next thing. You want to learn to persuade and not accuse or threaten. What do I mean by this? When you find yourself in a conflict situation, don't point fingers, accusing the other person of doing something horrible or something wrong. Don't threaten them and use HR as a way of managing conflicts. That will not make the situation better. That will just cover up whatever is festering underneath. You want to have a genuine conversation. You want to actually break down the situation and find out what happened and find out what the root of that situation is. Is it a communication breakdown? Is it caused by ambiguity of roles? Is it caused by a personality clash? You see, when you don't accuse or threaten, it's easier to resolve things because people will see that you are genuinely interested in moving forward and being a better communicator, a better co-worker, a better boss, a better employee. So focus on persuading and having conversations, not on accusing or threatening anybody. That leads me to the third point. Learn to listen and observe. It's not just enough to hear what people are saying. Watch their body language. Does it look like they have something else to say that what they're not saying, they're kind of holding back? Then prompt them to speak up. Prompt them to speak out. Are you in a team and it looks like someone is trying to say something but hesitating? Then reach out and actually ask for that person's opinion and ask for the person to add to the conversation. Does it look like someone is fuming and just being quiet? Find out what is happening. If you try to do that in that particular environment and it's not working, then in private, approach that person like, hey, I noticed that you were really fuming and you looked very uncomfortable when we were in that meeting. What's happening? Can you explain? Can you help me understand what you were thinking? Let them know that you value their opinion. Let them know that you value them as an individual. They're not just a number to your bottom line. They're not just somebody else that comes to work. They're a human being. They're someone that matters. They're an important part of your workplace community. And that leads me to the fourth thing, which is actually connected to the first three. Being intentional about connecting with the people that you work with. Listen, it's not enough to say you're going to work, you don't care what happens, whatever happens, I'm just going to do my job and go. It is well known, it is common sense that if you get along with the people you work with, it makes your life at work easier. You become more productive. You're not as stressed. It becomes a community where you are able to function optimally. So be intentional about connecting with the people you work with. And that would include getting to understand who they are, their personalities, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, so that you can play to their strength and help them in their weaknesses, so that you're not going to unknowingly, hit them at the low point of their personality. So be intentional about connecting with the people who you work with. It will just make it easier for you as a whole. So I have mentioned those 4 things, which I think is easy to do starting right now to manage conflict situations going forward. And I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which of those 4 you start to do immediately. Are you going to change your mindset and expect conflict, or are you going to learn to, relate and communicate with the other person without being accusatory or threatening? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you'll be the first person to know when I upload new content, which I do every week. I'll see you in the next video. So long. Bye-bye.